Good morning. I'm living full-time in this Class B RV while still working. And winters in the Midwest is definitely a learning process. Last night, the temperatures dropped close to zero with strong winds and a tornado watch nearby. So I had to be creative with staying warm. Well, it's a tornado watch. When I saw this on my phone, I knew it was going to be a rough night. I only have about another hour and 20 minutes before the tornado warning is passed. I plugged in the electric blanket. While I was sitting here this morning, I started thinking about what actually helped keep the heat in the van last night. There were 3 things that made a difference. This is my system for keeping it warm in here. So I turned the Reflectix the opposite way just to hold the heat in here. I put cardboard pieces in front of the sliding door, in front of the back door, underneath the chair. And then I have these edges just to hold the heat in there. I've got the electric blanket here and here. And I've got my heater. And what I'm going to do is make a kotatsu. In Japan, they have these tables with heaters underneath and a cloth thrown over it. That way you can heat yourself rather than the whole room. So I'm doing it this way so I don't have to run my heater as long. You see it? I can still see my breath. Okay, so here it is. A Mr. Buddy heater. So I'm going to go on and get it all set up. And then I'm going to test it to see how well it actually heats the van. So I'm going to try different placements in the van with it so I can see what works best. Push it down and turn it to the pilot. And I've got to hold it for about 10 seconds. And now I'll go on and turn it up here. So I can just turn it to low. And there it goes. You see that? But I can smell that propane. Ooh. I'm going to open my door. One of the things that makes me nervous about the Mr. Buddy heater is just that pilot, that open flame. I don't want it to catch anything on fire. I do keep this fire suppressant on the van just in case. But 8 degrees, I have to use a Mr. Buddy heater. There's just no getting around that when it's that cold. As you can see, I have that fan up there on top, which blows the air back towards me. It's been a little trial and error with the Mr. Buddy heater as far as pushing the heat out because it makes a lot of heat right where it is. But as far as pushing heat through the van, it really needs some type of a fan. So whenever I move the Mr. Buddy heater, I have to move the little fan. So I just turn it on and let it push the heat. So when it's 8 degrees, it's cold. It's cold. You still have to cover up parts of the metal van if you're not insulated. And of course, I'm still not insulated simply because I got injured. That was just too strenuous for me to do. I finally redid the bed with a taller cot. I really have to work on the kitchen and the storage. I do have it set on the 4,000. That way, the 4,000 BTUs instead of the 9,000 BTUs. That way, this little bottle right here can actually last 5.5, 6 hours. The Mr. Buddy heater makes it comfortable enough to live in the van. 0 degrees. So I'm not shivering. My teeth aren't chattering. So it's doing its job. I'm still in the van without insulation. I'll just keep on doing trial and error and just letting you know about this Mr. Buddy heater for those of you who want to get it. I think it is wise to have several sources of heat heat through the my heater, my electric blankets, and now another Mr. Buddy heater. That's 3 ways of having heat, so you're not going to have to worry about hypothermia. You just have to find out what makes you comfortable, what makes it livable. But I'm just grateful. I'm just grateful for the heater, all of my heat sources, because it allows me to stay in the van. So I'll keep working on it and trying things out with it and keep you guys updated.